it's Paul Blough. It's time for another 5x5. We've been doing predictions for 2017. We've come to the third prediction that I've got, and that is the rise of artificial intelligence. AI is coming. And now I'm not worried about the end of the world, but I am very interested in machines that are going to be able to understand us, that are going to be able to start doing some human jobs. Now you say, well, that's still a long ways off. But you're wrong. Already in Japan, it was announced that IBM's Watson artificial intelligence computer has taken 34 jobs away from humans that were doing some insurance adjustment type work, claims management type stuff, and Watson is going to come in, he's going to do all of that for them, and of course, those people are going to be out of a job. Now, that's interesting and exciting and terrifying all at the same time, because the terrifying part is, well, what will they not be able to do? In the past, automation, look back maybe at the industrial age, automation did put a lot of physical labor out, but it redirected it ultimately. We adapted our society and we were able to handle it. But I'm real concerned about where these jobs are going to go at in the future. So that's maybe the negative to it, but we're still a few years away from having to worry too much about that. But what we will see in this coming year is more examples of machines like IBM's Watson and other artificial intelligence platforms that are going to be taking over roles that traditionally were run by people, allowing businesses to be much more effective. So for instance, unintended consequence of the big push for the $15 minimum wage, right? Everybody wants that. Everybody's excited about, we need to give people a big raise. All right. The end result of that is going to be an increase in automation and a decrease in employment. Proven fact. Where that's beginning to happen, we're starting to see fast food restaurants that will be people-less or all but people-less. And what we'll do is we'll go in there and we will talk to both artificial intelligence and robotic machines that will then make our hamburgers and make our soda drinks and accept our money through our Apple Pay, and we won't really be able to talk to people. Maybe there'll be a technician there handy in case something breaks, but probably not much more than that. So those jobs are going to get replaced by these automation systems because of that rise in labor costs. And that's just a natural consequence. You can buck against it, you can argue about it, but it really is inevitable, because if we raise the cost of something, we make it more expensive, but we don't allow people to charge more for that, there has to be some type of an offset. And that offset is that we have to reduce or eliminate that cost that is increased, which in this particular case is human labor. So it'll make it'll advance this technology quite a bit further. So that's happening. But on the other side of it is that we're going to be able to do more with expert systems. Now, I'm really excited about applications for artificial intelligence, particularly in the medical field. I would love the idea of having a second doctor with artificial intelligence looking over the shoulder of my doctor and being able to suggest, based on all of the history that's in my file, in my database, tremendous amount of information in medical records right now, looks at all of that, looks at all the test results, compares it against all of the world's information, and comes back with a diagnosis that maybe my doctor would not have noticed or had forgotten. I think also it will potentially tremendously reduce the cost of medical care, because when we have artificial intelligence reading our x-rays and reading our MRIs and reading CAT scans and things like that, we can dramatically cut down that human labor cost. Again, offsetting some people having jobs, but decreasing the cost of healthcare so that it becomes affordable again to many people. So those are things that are already taking place. We've already seen the loss of those jobs in Japan. We're going to see more of that in the coming year, and much more in the years to come. But immediately in this next year, you're going to hear a lot of buzz about artificial intelligence. We're going to see a lot of new developments on that front, and we're going to start seeing it filter really into businesses, and even down to the smaller scale businesses, through things like automated chat systems that sit in the background and augment or help or assist at least people in getting support from service companies, perhaps even myself. It's an interesting problem. It's an interesting time, but certainly something that I'm very excited about all in all.